Right, so let's take a quick look around our website and just see how it all is. We have the home page there. It's looking really lovely. It's got all the essential information and some buttons which we will link up in a minute, that takes us to all of that deeper information. And then we have forms where we need them to be. It's all looking fantastic. The two remaining jobs that we need to do is to link up buttons so that they do what we want them to do. And then to take care of the mobile responsive side of it. So this is looking great. And the about page looks very nice. Very cool. Wonderful. Okay, so let's take care of all of the buttons. So let's open up Elementor again. And the first button we need to take care of is on the what do you call it? The hero image. I was testing you, okay? So the one bummer about this one is that we want to link to the other contact form, which is on the services page. The best we can do here is link to the services page. So if we go into the link section of the button, once we select that, and we type in the beginning of the page name, and then click that, and that's going to link that up. And so if we go along and do the same here, click on the button, delete that little hash sign, and we want to go to the about page. So click there, and all of these are find out more. So we want to go to the services. Oh, I've already done those. There we go. Yeah, services. And just to show you one more time, services, fantastic. That's all sorted. Update. Now we have to open that in a new tab and then click along to that. There we go. And scroll on down. Find out more. This we wanted to go to the services page. So open up the editor. Click. Delete, type in sir, and select services page. There we go. That's fantastic. Open that in a new tab because we're in the Elementor editor. It doesn't let us just fly along there. And just double check all of these. Yep. Oh. Yep. And yep. That's cool. That looks great. And then contact. There wasn't anything on there. So that's fantastic. Let's go back to the home page. All right. One of the last things we really need to do is make sure that the website is mobile responsive. So again, edit with Elementor. Let's start at the home page. And what we want to do is down here, we'll see responsive mode. Now we can get quite complex with this, but we're going to just make sure that it's nicely responsive. So we click on that, and then we see this appear at the top. And if we click on the tablet, this is the tablet view. Now this actually looks okay right now. So there's nothing that needs changing right there. If we scroll down, we see that that looks quite nice. A lot of people might be tempted to center align this. I think you'll find most often it looks great as it is. It's more readable. It's a better user experience. It doesn't detract at all. The one thing we might want to do is maybe make this picture a bit smaller, or even have it. We could get away with 2 columns here, but I think that looks nice. It's not bad. Now here we have a bit of a problem with the cropping of the images. It's not a problem with this one, but we might want to increase the size of the height here. So when we are in a view, if we make an alteration, it would only happen for there. So it would take effect for the mobile beneath it, but if we make a style change in desktop, it'll take effect on these. If we make a style change on tablet, it will take effect on the mobile. But if it doesn't work on the mobile, we can go to the mobile view and make something work. So let's have a look at this one. This was defined by the height of the actual image. So we're going to click on the image, go to style, and increase the height. That looks great. We're going to go with 380 and scroll down. we need to copy the style there, don't we? So I'm just going to do it manually. Why not? Even though it works for this image, we want to keep a consistent style. So we change all of them. Okay, that's looking great. These work, that's fine. Now that's not working, is it? Now why is that? It's because this column in the desktop view, it has a negative margin and we want to get rid of that. So click on the column settings, and if we just unlink it, look at that, that's fine. In fact, actually, I think we might want to give it a bit of a margin. So give it 20 pixels, that looks cool. And then if we go to layout, because we're on the tablet view and taking care of mobile responsivity, we have the column width here. And we want to make that 100%. Now, that's not changing anything, is it? But if I increase our browser view, because we were zoomed out to 80% there, and so the Elementor editor in the browser can't figure out what that is. And so possibly one of my most popular videos on YouTube is where I show people that you need to zoom back in to see the effects of that. And so if we look at that, that works, that's great. So we change the column width, and then just to make sure that you can see the effects of that, make sure that you're not zoomed out on your browser, which we do because the Elementor interface squashes it up. But there's the fix. Of course, what you could do is you could make that 80 or something like that, and then start designing it a bit more, like put everything in the middle. But we don't want to do that. I would like it to just be a simple 100. Oh gosh, what's wrong with me? 100%. On tablet, this would still work where you have this as maybe 60, and then we'd make this column something like 40. And you see that actually that still works, and I've just told myself off because that looks better. I'm going to leave it like that. Hit update. Now that doesn't look good. Interesting. So if I nip out to 80%, which is what we were on again, you'll see that that looked fine. And so it was like, yeah, that works. Nipping into the 100%, that doesn't work, does it? So what we need to do, there's a lesson. Always do mobile responsivity with the browser at 100%. The fix for this is to click on the column, and we want to make all of these 100. Or if you had something to emphasize, just one to the other, you could do something like that. That actually looks quite cool. A little bit proud of that one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Update, but you could click all of those to be 100%. Let's go to the mobile and see how all of this is going. Start at the top. So that is a bit too big, isn't it? That doesn't work the way it is. So we're going to click on the text, go to style, typography, bring that down. That looks great. That looks fine. Also going to change the site height. Now there are a few glitches in Elementor, so I encourage you to just always double check everything, and we might find ourselves with a horrid surprise in a minute. But some things you change them and then they have altered on the desktop, and that's not meant to happen. But for the most part, it's all quite fantastic. I'm going to leave that like that. That button's quite big, but I think it works. And I'm quite happy enough with all of this. We could change it. I would just encourage you that if you change the heading size, one heading size, then try and be consistent with that. So if that heading size changes, you want to do the same with all of the others. So just go through the website and make sure that you're happy with how it looks. It's a whole new design feature to design the mobile side of it as well. As it is, I'm quite happy. I'm happy enough with that. You will often find that where we've placed margins and things and padding, it might slim down a bit too much on mobile. So maybe just go and have a look, and there's nothing there. Clicking on that, nope. And column, we've got a bit of a margin there on the left and the right. So if we remove that, that looks a bit better. So on the column margin, oh, look at that. We do want it on the top and the bottom. Lesson learned. Let's fix that. Unlink it. We'd like 20 and 20. And same again. Unlink it. 2020. Oops. And on the column again. Unlink it. 2020. Okay. Whoosh on down. Happy enough with that. That'll be fine. This one, let's increase that padding a little bit. So 40. That looks better. And I actually like the overlap there. Okay, so I'm going to update that. That is, hopefully, we'll double check everything. Mobile responsivity taken care of for this homepage. So let's have a look. That's all still looking great. Happy with that. Have a look on the tablet. Did everything survive? Oh, I don't know why it's zooming. It did survive. that didn't stay at the 50%. I'm not worried about that. This we do want to change. Oh, I've done it again. Oops, I did it again. Okay, looking at this, I'm not so much of a fan of that now, but yeah, that's great. Again, please don't do what I did. You must remember to zoom out on your browser whilst looking at your mobile responsive options. That's looking great. Happy with that. Yay! This is all good, isn't it? And all free. This is the free version of Elementor. Okay. Happy with that. Right, so let's open up the services page and let's mobile responsive that one. New term, that doesn't make any sense. Let's make that one mobile responsive. What do we do again? We edit with Elementor. And there'll be a few things to take care of on this one, I would suspect. Double check that we're in 100% on our browser zoom and click mobile responsive mode down here, or device responsive mode. And click on the tablet. That looks great. Happy with that. That's cool. Yeah, nothing to moan about there. I'm happy with that straight away. And mobile, again, happy with that. I could mess around with the margins here, but that's fine enough for me. Is there padding there? Yeah, there is. Okay. Oops. 40. Oh, I didn't uncheck it. 0 and 0. I think ideally there'll be something like 5. Oh, now I've got to change all of those, haven't I? And actually, a note on that: when you are creating these, you can quickly have a look at the mobile responsivity, and then take care of that, and then copy them over as we did earlier. It saves a lot of time. So yeah, there we go. So that's just a note. And then here we have that margin again, don't we? So we uncheck it. That looks fine. Happy with that. Great. Update. Go back to desktop. The about page. Right click. Open it up. And I'm just going to go through all of this with you, and because I think it helps. We'll do the entire project together. I could sort of time shift on you, but I think it's fair that we work through all of this together, and you get a really good idea about it all. So 100%. Again, I'm happy with that. I think that looks great. And mobile. Dear dear. Now this is actually one where I think Elementor trips up a little bit. If we change this to one column, it's a bit unfortunate, but I think it might change it on the top. So let's experiment with that. Let's have a look at that together. So that looks great. I'm actually really happy with that. Before I do this, I'm going to 100% and then go up to tablet. Oh, that is 2 columns. There is hope. There is hope. That has definitely been an issue before, but that is fine. So go back to mobile and look at that. That's great. I'm so thrilled. Okay. I've already saved that. Contact. Edit with Elementor. Responsive mode. You must be tired of my voice now. Tablet. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? I'm happy with that. I would like a little bit of a margin there. So I'm actually going to increase the top padding of the section by 40. And the same again for that one. Oh, padding, not margin. And then we need to correct this, the negative margin of the column. And again, that resets to a lovely value. Happy with that. Okay, that's great. So we now have a completely mobile responsive website. All of the buttons work. It's absolutely fantastic. The last thing we're going to do is a couple of little pages. Terms and conditions, privacy policy, and then add them to a footer menu. Now, it won't take long. It won't take long at all.
Hey there, it's Chris here. Thanks for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe and share and comment if you haven't yet. And I'll see you in the next course of video.